Trump's use of text messages raises legal concerns. Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, has reportedly taken up a new habit that could have legal implications for him. According to a report from earlier this year, Trump has started using text messages as a means of communication. This is a departure from his usual practice of avoiding email communication, which he had previously understood could be used against him in court. The revelation that Trump is now using text messages has raised concerns about the possibility of his messages being used as evidence in ongoing investigations targeting him. Trump takes up texting. 3 sources with knowledge of the matter told the New York Times that Trump has recently started sending text messages to people. The messages have apparently shown up in the phones of surprised recipients, and they are described as innocuous, including New Year greetings and political observations. It is not clear who the recipients of these messages are or how many messages Trump has sent. Trump's use of text messaging is significant because, unlike emails, text messages are generally not encrypted, and they can be more easily recovered and analyzed by investigators. As such, any incriminating messages that Trump may have sent could potentially be used as evidence in ongoing investigations into his finances and business dealings. The use of text messages by Trump is also a departure from his previous practice of avoiding email communication. Trump has always been aware that anything he puts in writing could be used against him in court, and he has been known to rely heavily on verbal communication. During his presidency, he used Twitter extensively to communicate with the public, often getting into trouble for the controversial statements he made. Trump's aversion to documentation. Trump's aversion to written communication is not limited to email and text messages. He has frequently chided his lawyers and advisors for taking notes in meetings, according to the same Times report. People who have worked for Trump say that he prides himself on leaving almost no documentation of his communications and discussions, which makes it more difficult for investigators to build a case against him. The Times report cites an incident in the 1990s when Trump snatched notes from a junior legal associate who was taking notes in real time during a meeting. The report suggests that this incident shows that Trump has long been aware of the legal risks associated with written communication. The fact that Trump is now using text messages could make it easier for investigators to build a case against him. Text messages are not only easier to recover than emails, but they also often include location data and timestamps, which can provide valuable information to investigators. Trump's phone now sends calls from unknown numbers to voicemail. Another development highlighted in the Times report is that Trump's phone now sends calls from unknown numbers to voicemail. 2 sources familiar with the matter told the Times that this is a recent change that suggests that Trump is becoming more cautious about his communications. The fact that Trump's phone is now sending calls from unknown numbers to voicemail could be another indication that he is aware of the legal risks associated with his communications. If Trump is concerned that he may be under surveillance, he may be taking steps to limit his exposure. Implications for ongoing investigations. The fact that Trump is now using text messages raises the possibility that his messages could be used as evidence in ongoing investigations. Several investigations are currently underway into Trump's finances and business dealings, and any incriminating messages could potentially be used against him in court. The use of text messages by Trump also highlights the importance of proper document retention policies in businesses and organizations. It is important for companies to have clear policies in place regarding the retention of electronic communications, including email and text messages, to ensure that they are compliant with legal requirements and to mitigate legal risks. Conclusion. The revelation that Donald Trump has started using text messages is significant and could have legal implications for him. Trump's aversion to written communication has been well known for some time, and his use of text messages is a departure from his usual practice of avoiding email communication. While the messages that Trump has sent so far have been described as innocuous, the fact that he is using text messages could make it easier for investigators to build a case against him. The use of text messages by Trump also underscores the importance of proper document retention policies in businesses and organizations. It remains to be seen how Trump's use of text messages will impact the ongoing investigations targeting him. However, the fact that he is using this form of communication suggests that he may be becoming more cautious about his communications and is aware of the legal risks associated with written communication. As the investigations continue, it is likely that more information about Trump's use of text messages will come to light, and it remains to be seen how this will impact his legal standing.